All right, so good afternoon, everybody, and welcome to the BCYF Gallivan Community Center and BHA Unity Day here at the Gallivan Apartments. So we're happy to have everybody here today for this very special day, and we got some nice weather, so that's always a positive. My name is Mike Soprizio. I'm the Deputy Commissioner of Boston Centers for Youth and Families, who owns and operates the Gallivan Community Center. Today is a special day for this center and a great day for Gallivan and Mattapan. This well-loved and well-used community center will get some special attention over the next year thanks to the support of Mayor Martin Walsh. And as you can see from looking at it, it could use a little bit of love. So we are very excited to bring the attention to this building that it desperately needs. The mayor knows how important this center is to you, and with his support and the hard work of our colleagues at the Public Facilities Department, this capital project will result in a facility that you deserve, and you can better accommodate the programs that you want and need. We're so pleased to have the mayor today. The mayor has been very supportive of Boston Centers for Youth and Families across all of our facilities, and we're proud that he's made the investments that he's made across our department, and we're excited about this project getting underway here today. I'm going to bring up our first speaker, Chief Felix Arroyo, who's the Chief of Health and Human Services, whose one of his departments is Boston Centers for Youth and Families, and the Chief's a good friend of mine, and I'm going to invite him up here to say a couple words. Thank you.
Thanks, Michael. Good afternoon, everybody. Good afternoon, Mattapan. Good afternoon. My name is Felix Arroyo. I have the real honor and privilege of serving as the Chief of Health and Human Services here in the city of Boston. There are 7 departments in the Health and Human Service Cabinet. One of them is Boston Centers for Youth and Families, BCYF, our community centers. I just say over the past 3 years, I've had the real opportunity to serve in this role with the mayor, and every single year he's invested more and more and more in BCYF and in our community centers. This is a mayor who fully understands that these young men and young women, these boys and girls to my left, to my right, in front of me, deserve every opportunity in life, irrespective of who they are, where they come from, what neighborhood they live in, the economic status of their parents, whether or not both parents are at home. He believes that the circumstances under which you're born in do not have to be the circumstances under which you live your entire life in, but we play a role in providing opportunities for young people. That's what we do here at the Gallivan under Jose Rodriguez's leadership. That's what we do at all of our plus 30 sites across the city. And I'm really excited to say that he's putting in a significant amount of money into this particular site, because the kids in this neighborhood right here deserve first-class treatment because they're first-class kids. I have a real opportunity now to introduce someone who is a friend of mine, a mentor of mine. In fact, in a past life, I was an elected official and was I don't even know if he knows this, but was the first elected official when he was a state rep to endorse me when I first ran for city council. I've never forgotten that, and that's because he believes in a city that looks like all of us. And for that reason, I introduce to you my friend, our mayor, Marty Walsh.
Thank you very much, Felix. And I want to thank Felix for all the great work he does in our city as cabinet chief for Health and Human Services. And one of the places that falls under his cabinet is Boston Center for Youth and Families. And I can probably say this too, probably his favorite department of all that falls under him, because we both understand and care about the importance of trying to create good programming and good buildings that these little guys and ladies can hang in and play in and be safe. So thank you, Felix, for your great work. I want to thank Mike Soprizio too, who does some, and Will Morales, who couldn't be with us today, but the director of Boston Center for Youth and Families. I want to thank them both for their commitment. I want to thank Trish Lyons, who's going to come up here in a few minutes and talk about the public facilities and what we're going to do as far as construction here in this facility. I want to thank Jose Rodriguez, who runs the programs here. Thank you, Jose. We're going to have a brand new gym coming for you, and a lot of great space here. And also, two more thank yous, and I'll get on to my remarks. State Representative Danny Cullinane, who's over my shoulder here, who does some incredible work, who cares about the neighborhood. He's constantly calling me on different things in the community. I'm calling him for different things at the State House, and you know, he gets some money his first couple months in office. He gets some money for what's happening in Mattapan Square. He's done some great things, so I want to thank Representative Cullinane, who also doesn't live too far from here. And the second is Billy McGonigal and all the staff of the Boston Housing Authority. Thank you for your great work as well, for the BHA, for all you do. This Unity Day, I want to start by saying Happy Unity Day to all the families and young people here. This started in the 1980s in a response to neighborhood tensions in our city. They continue to be a positive event to bring the community together, and we don't have that tension today. I know there's a lot of concern about in different neighborhoods in different parts of the city, but the tension's different today. The tension here is about how do we help families come out of income inequality? How do we make sure families have opportunities? How do we make sure that our young people have good schools to go to, and when they get to the high school level, how do we get them on a pathway to college or a pathway to career? That's what we're all about today in the city of Boston. And I think it's important. It's important to be here today also to make an exciting announcement. I want to give a shout out to George, the building manager, for all what he does. George is camera shy today, but I want to thank you for taking exceptional care of this building. I drive by this facility, by this development almost every single day when I'm going home. I live right down the street, and I watch the grass, and that's kind of how you can tell when things are well taken care of, when the grass is well groomed and the facility is beautiful here. So I want to thank you, George. This building behind me is used. It reminds me of a gym that I used when I was growing up called the Little House, that we just wore it down and wore it down and wore it down and wore it down, and today we never got an upgrade for it still today. But what's happening here, tomorrow, this center will be closed because it's going to be going through a state-of-the-art, nearly $3 million renovation. It's part of our capital plan. What we're going to be doing here is replacing the roof, but more importantly, replacing the gym floor. So you guys have a better, and girls will have a better place to play. We're going to have air conditioning in the gym and air conditioning in the building. We're going to upgrade the fire alarm system, the emergency lighting system. Something that years ago people did is put grates on everything. And we're going to be removing the grates from this place and making sure that it's open, welcoming place for people to come. We're going to be repaving the parking lots. And we're also going to be doing some other stuff here. So we're going to be transforming this community center for the community. And I want to thank you for years of putting up with it, but we are going to make some major investments here. Jose is going to come up also and talk a little bit about the plans, and I'm pretty much all done. It's hot. Sun's out. Yeah. Let me just say this one last thing. I want to thank this community, the Gallivan community. I want to thank you for everything that you do. The older folks that are here, thank you for everything you do in this community to make this such a great neighborhood, because you surely have. You've gone through difficult times in some cases, and you've come through the other side, and the investments into Mattapan and this neighborhood are coming now, and it's going to be great. We want to make sure that people that live here get an opportunity to benefit from that. So thank you and have a great day.
All right, Bob.
Thank you, Mayor Walsh. We appreciate your support as always. As I mentioned earlier, the Public Facilities Department's overseeing this renovation, and I'm going to take this opportunity to invite the Public Facilities Department Director Tricia Lyons up here, and just want to mention that, you know, they do an excellent job at all of our centers. We get several projects going on right now that, you know, we feel that we're all very confident that this building is going to come out and be a state-of-the-art facility. The work's going to be quality. And again, Tricia and her team do an excellent job at overseeing these projects. So I'm going to invite up here to speak to you, Tricia Lyons, the Director of Public Facilities Department.
Thank you so much. First, I'd like to thank Mayor Walsh for this awesome investment. These are always the buildings that are fun to do. So good afternoon to you all, and happy Unity Day. What a great event, what a wonderful day. And Mother Nature, thank you for giving us this great day. So as Mayor Walsh said, I'm the Director of the Public Facilities Department, and we're the agency that's partnering with the Boston Centers for Youth and Families to give this facility a bit of love, as Mike said. As the mayor alluded, the building's getting a little tired, so we're going to breathe a little bit of life back into it and give it a bit of a facelift. This renovation is part of Mayor Walsh's $2 billion Imagine Boston capital plan, through which he's making investments all across our city, from parks and playgrounds to roads and bridges, from libraries and schools to fire apparatus and fiber optic networks, and of course, wonderful buildings like this, the community centers. Through this plan, the mayor is bringing our buildings and infrastructure into the modern age, and we all have to be thankful for that. Make no mistake though, projects like this one we're starting here are special. Mayor Walsh understands how important these buildings are to a community, and that's why so many of his investments are in buildings where important services are being delivered to people in the neighborhoods. I have to tell you that on a personal note, I'm thrilled to be here today because this building holds a very special place for my family. My wife Dottie grew up very close to here at 127 Standard Street. And she spent countless hours here as a young person doing all kinds of activities, but most importantly, being cared for and mentored. She had opportunities to experience things that she otherwise wouldn't have been able to, and she truly believes that the dedicated staff from this facility changed her life many years ago. So I'd like to send my heartfelt thanks to those who worked in this facility in the late 70s and early 80s, yes, I'm dating myself, and to those who are doing the same things now. As Mayor Walsh knows, and as we at the Public Facilities Department and the Boston Centers for Youth and Families know, buildings matter. They create environments in which wonderful things can happen. Now, I don't mean to suggest that these buildings make people, absolutely not. That happens through the staff and the wonderful volunteers here at the center who give of themselves for others and impact lives. We just know that a more pleasant space makes that experience a whole lot nicer and allows for a more broad array of services to be offered. So we're excited to get this project started. Our project manager, James Sessom, is here. Jim, how about a little wave? Jim is going to make sure we get the highest quality work here and that we get this building opened up once again as quickly as possible. So thank you to James for getting us to this point, and for Mike Silprizio and his staff at BCYF for their hard work. We all look forward to getting the construction started so that we can get this building opened back up and in better shape as quickly as possible. Thank you so much for your time and have a wonderful day today.
Okay, so Mayor Walsh wanted to make sure that we did not forget and recognize Captain Hussein in the offices over at B3. So just a round of applause for Captain Hussein and his staff over at B3. And our next speaker is someone that's, I'm sure, familiar to you all. The administrative coordinator who's at this facility, Jose Rodriguez, who we cherish as an employee, is a great employee, and I know he's doing wonderful things out here for the kids. And we appreciate all his time and efforts that he's put into this facility along with his staff. And I don't think there's anyone that's more excited about this renovation than Jose. He's been working hard to make sure that all the programs and services that you love will continue at the BCYF Mattapan Community Center. And I'm going to invite Jose up here now to give you some programming updates and to say a little about the renovation.
Sorry. I told everybody.
Real excited about what's going to happen. They told me, good things come for those who wait. Just want to say thank you to everyone. I don't want to miss it. Jim, staff, BCYF. Really looking forward to this renovation as well. We want to continue all the great work that we're doing. My staff, we've been meeting almost every day. I want to thank them. We got Jose, the athletic director, over here to my left. We have Ms. Lynn Jackson, our program supervisor. Marquise Chandler, our youth worker. We're missing a few. We got John in the back over here. And George, my man George. Hector, Jim, that comes here every day to make sure this renovation is going to happen. So I'm real excited about that. One of the things that we are going to continue this summer is going to continue our beautiful, great summer 6-week summer program that's going to be at the Mattapan. I'll be working closely with Ms. Tony and the task force to make sure that the kids here at the Gallivan are aware of all the programs that are going on at the Mattapan Community Center. We have a swimming pool. We'll be working, transporting kids here and there at least twice a week. We have teen night. We have a beautiful girls program. They're around here as well. Still connecting with them. So work, it's going to be a lot of work, but we're looking forward to it. Just thank you all, and let's get ready to rock. I'll be at the Mattapan. Anybody needs anything, let us know. You can't contact me, please contact Miss Tony. as well, and we'll go from there. Thank you.
Thank you, Jose. Appreciate it. So before we close, I want to thank the Boston Housing Authority for all their support and cooperating with us and the residents for helping us move this event up so that we could share in this special day for all of you. So we have several centers located in BHA developments, and they're a great partner to BCYF. So I also want to recognize Aldonia D. Williams, President of the Gallivan Resident Task Force. And Tony Cromwell, who was a longtime member of the task force also. And I know Tony was a little hesitant to speak today, but she's gonna come up here and say a few words, so I'm looking forward to it. And they are both great friends to this community center. So Tony is here, and she's gonna come up and say a few words now. Thank you.
Come over here. Evelyn, Dee, and Susan, come over.
Hang out. Yeah, there you go.
Your task force, come on over. We're Boston Housing, so we're going to represent. Okay, Boston. Come on up here. I want to thank everybody for coming. My name, again, is Tony Cromwell. I'm the co-chair of the Gallivan Boulevard Tenant Association. Aldonia Williams is the chair. Wait a minute. Is the chair. Susan DeJesus and Evelyn are members of the task force. I've been a resident for 40 years and a co-chair of the Gallivan Boulevard Tenant Association for many, many years. As you all already know, the Gallivan Community Center will be closed for about a year for the Matter Hut, and the summer programs will be moved to the Matter Hut, as you just heard. We're really excited to look forward to these well-needed renovations. The community center serves an important purpose and provides a safe haven for our kids to go. We'd really like to encourage you to send your kids to the Matter Hut for the summer programs as we look forward to having an upgraded Gallivan Center in the future. I would like to especially thank Mayor Walsh for his support and commitment to the Gallivan Community Center. Gallivan Housing Development has always had a very close collaboration with the Gallivan Community Center, and we look forward to continuing that relationship as a family. I know we're all going to miss the staff here. We're going to miss Marquise, we're going to miss Jose, we're going to miss all you guys a whole lot. Not to be able to just ride down here and come see what's going on, use the computer, see what's going on.
Make a print.
Our kids are going to be everywhere, but we're going to have them contained and getting ready to go to the Matter Hut. So everybody have fun today and enjoy the festivities and the music. Thank you.
Thank you. Good cookie, good cookie.
All right, all right.
Great job, Tony. Thank you very much. So, as Tony said, BCYF's looking forward to serving all you folks over at the Mattapan Community Center, and we're here to serve you and accommodate you guys in any way during the renovation. So, and I guess want to just thank everyone for coming. Wish you a happy Unity Day. Hope everyone has a good day, and we'll see you at the ribbon cutting. We'll see you at the ribbon cutting next year. So, thank you very much. Thank you.